Series of It's an Irish Thing tonight at 8:30 on RTE1. We discover what really makes us who we are. Now though, Shortland Street.
By reducing. As well as losing focus while driving, I let my emotions cloud my professional performance.
Listen to your emotions. Don't make the same mistake I did.
Anymore, okay? You're right, Mum's gone. Forget I said anything, please.
I won't say a word.
You promise?
I promise it stays with us. Your mum is alive though, isn't she? God, you've got to live like this watching your dad get
Stop
old.
it.
Okay, I'm sorry. You can trust me there with your secret. I promise you.
Kieran, this is so important, okay? Nobody can know, no one. If they find out that she's still alive...
You have my absolute word. This conversation didn't happen.
Gabrielle, wait, where are you going?
Back to work.
You can't walk, it's miles away.
It's 2.4 kilometres, which will take me 18 minutes if I continue at this pace. That's quite achievable.
Yeah, but unnecessary, that's your car.
You drive it.
There's no need to be embarrassed.
It was an impulsive act, one I would prefer to forget, as I'm sure you would.
Look, I'm not offended. I know you have feelings for me.
Now I'm embarrassed.
Oh, okay, that was tactless. It happened. We can't just forget it did, but we can talk about it. We're adults.
Yeah, I'd rather not.
Well, your call. But running away from your feelings isn't going to make them go away.
Neither will a frank discussion on the subject.
No, but it might preserve our friendship. And I'd very much like that.
Yummy!
Do I lose man points for ordering pink drinks?
What do you think?
I think I've got enough man points to cover it. Taste test.
It's very sweet.
Just like me.
What are we talking about?
Man points. Maxwell reckons he's got them going spare.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, usually in credit after the weekend. What with snowboarding, rugby.
So, Mrs. Avia lets you run free in the weekend, eh?
You're presuming I have a wife?
Do you?
No ring on the finger. Though there might be a girl that I'm currently interested in.
So you have a girlfriend?
What do you think?
Huh. I wouldn't be surprised. Though, I'd have to say, if you did, she would have to be pretty down to earth.
That's a pretty safe guess.
I don't see how any woman could put up with you.
Oh, that's a bit cruel.
Oh, though she's right in principle. No girlfriend. But enough about me. I think we should toast to the lovely Tanya for suggesting tonight's drinks. It's nice to be welcomed so warmly into the team. Manuia.
Kia ora.
This is not the way I usually conduct myself.
I know that.
I had hoped that by not getting emotionally involved with work colleagues that it would simplify things. Compartmentalization. After Lyndon, I will only have sex with people that I am physically but not emotionally attracted to. And I will definitely not have sex with people that I am emotionally and physically attracted to and work with.
Right.
Which is why I'm finding my relationship with you extremely complicated. I took your advice about connecting with my feelings and look at the result.
It's not a bad thing. I like you a lot too, but as a friend, I'm in a relationship.
Which makes my actions all the more appalling.
We can still be friends.
I don't know. My emotions are so hard to control. I know people think of me as Spock, but the reason I appear detached is because emotions are so confusing. And it's easier to ignore them.
Like I did with my wife.
Yes.
But you can't ignore them forever.
No.
Which, although annoying, is perfectly normal. So maybe you're more in control than you think.
Where's your evidence that we even invented it?
Where's your evidence the Australians did?
Do you even know how the pav got its name?
What's that got to do with the price of fish?
What's fish got to do with pavlova?
I'm gonna go home for dinner.
Tell him, it is ours, yeah?
All I know is this talk of food is making me hungry. Catch you guys later.
So much for team building. He couldn't wait to leave.
Yeah, neither can I. My place or yours?
Excuse me?
Oh, come on, enough. Quit pretending you're not attracted to me.
I'm not pretending.
Then, okay, explain to me why we've been fighting all this time.
How about because you're a prize jerk?
Oh, I was hoping we could be a little bit more transparent than that.
I don't know how much clearer I can be.
Okay. Because if you're not really interested in joining me, I'll extend the invitation to Tanya.
Nice. Wow, you really know how to make a girl feel special.
Actually, I do. But that's your call. Excuse me. Have you ordered a drink?
Still waiting.
I'm thinking of hitting the road.
Oh, I guess it is that time. Can't be too outrageous in front of the new boss.
No, there's a time and a place. Would you like me to walk you home?
What about Tracy?
You know what? I don't think I can go another round with you tonight.
She really had the gloves off for you.
Which makes it a very good thing that you were here.
I'll just get my bag. Hey, Maxwell's just gonna walk me home. Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'm about to head off in a minute anyway.
Okay, well, I'll see you tomorrow.
Night.
Enjoy your walk.
Tonight, we should...
Hey.
If I'd known you're going to this much trouble...
Oh, no apology necessary. You told me that you were going to be late and I just threw it together on the off chance. It's nothing special.
But it looks fantastic.
It was a bit early for dinner anyway. We would have been hungry again in a couple of hours. But you look exhausted, so sit down, relax, and I'll clear it away.
But I'm hungry.
Really? I assumed you'd eaten already, so it'll need heating up.
That's why God invented the microwave. Shall I pour us some wine?
Oh, please. So, how did your presentation go?
Good. Gabrielle's not so good.
Really? I thought she'd be in her element. What happened?
She ran over a cat.
At the conference?
On her way to it. It really upset her. So much so that she couldn't concentrate on her speech. I had to give it for her.
So she falls apart over a cat, yet she's so unemotional around people. I'm never going to understand her.
She's complicated, all right.
I was just about to text you. Dinner won't be long.
I don't want any.
I'd still appreciate it if you'd sit down and eat it. Sophie, get back in here. Look, I get you're upset right now. But you have to accept that Brooke is going to be around here. And no stroppy, immature behaviour...
Don't call me that.
Then don't act like it.
Dad, you're the one who's being immature. You don't give a toss about anyone else but yourself.
That is not true.
You haven't even had the decency to tell Mum that you've replaced her. What does that say?
Well, what would you like me to do? Blurt it down the telephone?
It's not like she's over the other side of the world. You could easily hop on a plane and go and tell her in person. If you had any balls.
Dopey is Gerald, the receptionist.
That is so mean. He's lovely.
I call it how I see it. Now, as for Grumpy, now it's definitely Carol, I reckon.
Oh, I thought you were going for Tracy.
What?
For Grumpy?
No. See, Tracy's the evil step queen. She's beautiful, but ruthlessly unforgiving and desperately insecure. And to compensate, she's bossy and opinionated, and she wants to be the most beautiful in the land, or in Tracy's case, the one that's always right.
Wow, really thought about that.
And then there's you. But obviously, the lovely Snow White, gorgeous to behold, trusting, always seeing good in people, and given the tolerance you show your co-workers, I imagine you're equally as kind to dumb animals. And like Snow White, you have the perfect lips that every man wants to kiss. Maybe we should take this somewhere more private. My flatmate could be home any time.
What makes you think I'm that kind of girl? Snow White, remember?
I won't blow your cover. I promise.
Gonna have to work a little bit harder than that. This is a princess you're dealing with.
Can't we at least leave the pots?
You know I hate making love until the dishes are done.
But we're not doing it in the kitchen, are we? Libby Jeffries.
Yes.
There's something I need to tell you.
What?
Gabrielle kissed me today.
What?
I did not respond in any way, I
She
swear.
kissed you mouth to mouth.
Yeah, but...
She threw herself at you. You did absolutely nothing to encourage her?
No.
It's all those resections and dissections. It was too much for her to handle, I suppose. Were you even at a conference?
Of course we were. You know how I promised to be completely honest with you? Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm telling you what happened.
Okay. The kiss. Give me the details.
Gabrielle was upset about the cat and giving herself a hard time about letting her emotions get in the way of work. So I told her how, before I met you, I used to compartmentalize my feelings and how destructive that was. She took my advice literally and kissed me, which she regretted immediately, and it's not something that's going to happen again because I made it perfectly clear that I am with you, happy and in love.
Yes. Me too. And this is Gabrielle we're talking about. I mean, how sad would I be if I was threatened by her?
Absolutely.
Kieran said you came to the IV yesterday.
What'd he say?
Well, that you're after me. I was at uni, dummy.
Well, yeah, I figured that one out, didn't I?
Man, is it that time of the month or something?
Sorry.
Just because you're angry at Dad, don't take it out on me.
I said sorry.
Good. Did she stay last night?
No, she didn't. And good morning to you too. I have something you both might like to hear. Thank you. After a night of little sleep and much deliberation, I've decided to go and visit your mother.
When?
Today, as soon as I can get a flight.
Good. Run along, ruin her life.
You wanted me to do this, Soph.
You don't think this sudden flurry of travel is going to attract attention?
There'll be a medical conference or something similar to cover.
Cool. Well, maybe once you see your loving, faithful wife, you'll come to your senses and dump Brooke.
Morning.
Hi. Morning.
Working hard, are we?
Are you?
Oh, I plan to.
Glad to hear it. Hey, can you help me restock recess? Yeah, sure. You and Maxwell looked pretty chummy when you left last night. Yeah, we had a very pleasant walk home. And what? And anything else? Yeah, it was surprisingly mild for this time of year. Stop the shelves?
Just the woman.
Oh, have you got time for a coffee?
Unfortunately, no. I have to catch a plane in 2.5 hours.
A plane to where?
Australia.
What on earth for?
A medical emergency. My mother's had a nasty fall.
Oh, that's awful. How serious?
Details are sketchy, but I'll know more when I get there.
Right. Well, why don't I come with you?
No, you don't want to do that.
That's all right. I've got loads of leave on.
But the PCC can't run itself.
Well, it can survive without me for a few days.
Yeah, I'll be spending every waking hour with Mum. It would be no fun for you. Plus, I may be back tomorrow.
You don't want me to come?
No.
Do you?
I would love you to come, Brooke. It's just that Mum is a cantankerous old witch at the best of times, and when she's sick, she's positively toxic.
She sounded positively lovely on the phone last week.
She's a Jekyll and Hyde case. It's not a nice experience. A better experience would be you and me alone on a nice, warm, tropical island, would it not?
Yeah, it would.
Consider it done. Now I've got a dash, okay?
Any mail for me?
Nope, sorry. No one loves you today.
What did you say?
Morning, Gabrielle.
Nice day for clipping a vertebral junction aneurysm, wouldn't you say?
Yes. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, excuse me.
Must get on with my ward rounds.
Just quietly. I know about the kiss.
It was an irrational act.
I understand completely. The urge to kiss Chris Warner is, after all, not an unnatural one. Don't be embarrassed, but if you could refrain from doing it again.
Caesar salad.
Thanks. Oh, your cast is off.
Well spotted.
So, no fracture then. That must be a relief.
The big relief is that Dad's on a conference, meaning you two won't be at home sucking face all evening.
Did you say conference?
Conference, business type thing. I was be there listening.
Right. How's your grandmother?
She's average. You know, been better. I think the business stuff's kind of on the side, you know, two birds, blah, blah.
What exactly is wrong with Mona?
Well, you name it, she suffers from it. I'm kind of relying on Dad to fill me in later.
What do you got?
Tuna salad. You?
Ham and cheese.
Did you sleep with Maxwell?
What?
Well, did you?
Let me think. He walked me home. We popped into his for a nightcap. We talked. He's very funny, by the way.
Hilarious. Answer the question.
No, I didn't.
Good.
But I might. It's very nice.
He's a player.
Yes, we all know you don't like him. You've made that abundantly clear. We obviously have very different tastes in men. Lucky that.
Kieran, can I talk to you for a minute?
Yeah, sure. Do you want to sit down?
Oh, it's cool. I just want to say thanks for yesterday. I feel like such a dick.
You didn't make a dick of yourself. In fact, given what you've had to deal with, you did anything but.
Well, Dad's gone over there today to tell Mum, apparently.
But you don't think he will?
I'm kind of hoping once he sees her...
That Brooke will find herself out on the backside.
Yeah. Part of me actually feels a bit sorry for her.
Well, I wouldn't worry too much about Brooke. She'll have her own game plan going on.
No, I think she genuinely likes him.
Trust me, the words Brooke and genuine are opposing concepts.
Well, if someone's going to get their heart hurt here, it's not going to be my mum.
Yeah, listen, can we finish this off later? I need to get back to work with two staff down on the lunch is all.
Well, I can help.
You need to just put in your resignation.
I guess that makes it awkward.
Of course, I would be more than happy to have your help. In fact, I've got to pop back to the IV later on, so it works out perfectly.
Okay, rip it up.
What, your resignation?
Yeah, I'm over all that stuff now. There's no reason why we can't work together.
Good. When can you start?
Like I said, right now.
Okay, you're on.
Cool. And, thanks for giving me a second chance.
Yeah, no problem.
Rightio, all set. Let's get at that aneurysm.
Libby spoke to me about the kiss yesterday. She was very understanding.
Great. Well, now that the air has been cleared, we can all move on.
That's not possible. Having acted so impulsively and unprofessionally once, I can only assume I'm capable of repeating the behaviour. Possibly at random.
That's highly unlikely.
But still in the realms of probability, and while you and Libby have shown tolerance once, I can hardly expect it of you a second time.
Well, there won't be a second time.
I'm making sure of that. I've decided to remove myself from any situation where there's a possibility I could again become confused.
Meaning what?
I'm going to avoid any contact with you, unless it is in a professional capacity.
Well, that's ridiculous. There's no need. We've had this discussion before.
Which clearly didn't work. This is the only logical and considerate way forward that I can see. At least until I can get my errant emotions under control.
Can you do an ECG in cubicle 3?
I'll be 5 minutes.
You happy to do it?
Sure.
Thanks.
An ECG is a doctor's job.
Technically.
That you're happy to do.
Work to rule is over.
And you two are being civilized and professional with each other.
We've been like it all morning.
I know, and isn't it so much nicer to work without all the aggro?
I guess.
You actually prefer open warfare, don't you?
No. I just hate feeling beholden to the tosspot.
The tosspot closed the fast-track clinic, saved your job, and now he's offering an olive branch. What do you want, Tracy? The whole tree?
Call me as soon as you've landed. Bye.
All right.
I'm fine.
You're not fine. I'm offering synthetic ear. Doesn't happen very often.
It's Callum. Suddenly, he's taken off to Australia, adamant that I can't go with him, and with a different cover story depending on who you ask.
And what do you think?
Well, he's lying to me, obviously, and not for the first time. I think he's hiding something, or someone. There've been mysterious phone calls, unsigned postcards, and not a straight-up answer about any of them. Even his kids seem to be in on it.
So you think there's another woman?
Probably. I knew he had a bit of a track record, and I still let myself fall for him. How stupid am I?
No, it just proves that you're human after all. And that Callum is nowhere near good enough for you.
1 bag of coffee.
Yeah, I'm rapidly coming to that conclusion myself.
Do you really see a future with Callum? Are you sure you're as committed to Callum as you think?
Well, until now...
He's clearly not making you happy.
There is an ulterior motive here.
No, there's not. Just this.
Thanks. Back to the grindstone.
Here on RT1 at 8:30 tomorrow night, the last episode of The Consumer Show in the current series, as Katrina investigates consumer rights. While on RTE2, the final of the new Comedy Awards with Jennifer Maguire and Bernard O'Shea, when one lucky winner is crowned King or Queen of Comedy, and that's at 10:45.